Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos, earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up.
What is up? What is up, YouTube? How are y'all doing? Check this out, man. Uncle Mike has some very, very important information to help you grow your YouTube channel. And I'm going a little deeper than the average person. Now, before we get started, I must warn you guys, or let me introduce myself. I'm Uncle Mike. I have a reaction channel that I've been running. I've been working and pushing YouTube channel for 7 years. One of my channel has 500,000 subscribers. So please don't come looking at this new channel. We're trying new things and we're trying to teach people how to grow a channel while we're growing this channel. Okay, that's number one. Number two is we have 4 channels. One channel, we put together a course that teaches you how to build everything in a channel. And I thought it would be a smart idea to take a channel in my in my course. We took a channel and we started the course building this channel. The first thing we do is start an email. We set up the email. So we went and did that. The next, every step you need to do to put a course to YouTube channel together, we did that step by step. That channel is sitting at 66,000 subscribers. We'll put links all in the descriptions and everything if you want to see that. Also, I forgot, y'all, I'm learning just like you all are learning. I'm an expert in growing a channel. I'm an expert in Growth Formula. I teach people in the music industry how to grow. Growth Formula. This is what I'm teaching. This don't have nothing to do about YouTube, to be honest. It's all about Growth Formula. With that being said, one of the main things that I think a lot of people are not talking about is the comment section. Your comment section from day one, people, should be gold. So I don't know if I should, these are all my notes. I want to show y'all this right here. Warning, watch this before you reply to any comment. Now, I am a YouTube reactor, so it's better for me to put all this stuff together as reacting. But these are all my notes that I'm actually going to try to preach to you guys while this video is going, or break it down either during the video or before the video or after the video. Haven't decided how I want to set this whole thing up. But this information is not for entertainment. I am going to be teaching y'all things. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and I guarantee you this channel will blow your mind if you're really trying to change your life. If you want to understand and learn Growth Formula, it's a formula to growing any and everything that you're trying to do. This ain't about YouTube. We're just using YouTube as the vehicle to earn income while you are understanding and learning growth in your life. Growth is a part of your life. So I think I talked enough. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video. And the reason why I use a lot of Matt's video, this when he was a kid, it's a no-brainer. This man is making millions of dollars on YouTube. This guy has actually done a YouTube course that's very expensive and is worth every penny of it. I know because I purchased it. I purchased this YouTube course so I can make sure I'm not telling people wrong things. So again, I'm sitting at 500,000 subscribers. Go check my channels out if you want. Because sometimes people come to the channel, this guy trying to teach, and look, he only got 30 subscribers. I'm teaching y'all how to grow a channel while I'm growing a channel. With that being said, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this out, man. Matt, watch this.
If you're replying to YouTube comments the way that 99% of channels do, you're missing out on a lot of potential growth and possibly a lot of income as well. Because there's a hidden gold mine sitting in your comment section that most creators completely ignore. And the way that you handle comments could be the difference between making your channel into an actual business or not from the same exact audience. Now, my name is Matt Parr. I've been doing YouTube over the past decade. I've gotten millions of subscribers across my channel. I've made over $10 million from YouTube and everything else. But more importantly, I've analyzed hundreds of different channels and I've discovered something shocking. The way that most creators reply to comments is actually hurting their algorithm performance, missing massive opportunities, and leaving money on the table. And look, I know that sounds hyperbolic. You're thinking, how is replying to a comment going to impact my views or anything else? But if you're not seeing growth on your channel, and you think that your comments are just this little inconsequential thing that's not playing any role at all, you might be surprised to learn what I'm about to share with you in this video. I'm going to give you a little bit of a different perspective than you might have heard out there before, because the mistake that's costing creators potentially thousands of dollars per month is that the moment somebody leaves a comment, most creators immediately reply with a generic response like, thanks for watching, glad you enjoyed, or subscribe for more content. Now, this seems polite, right? You want to show appreciation for your audience. You want to be responsive and build your community and be nice to everybody. And it feels natural to acknowledge the people who took the time to engage in your content. But what most creators don't understand is that every single comment is actually worth hundreds of dollars that you're just throwing away. And the way you reply could either generate you 10 more comments and then result in you making money, or it could kill the conversation completely. Let me show you exactly why traditional comment replies are destroying your growth potential. And trust me, once you understand the data behind this, you will never reply to a comment the same way again on your channel. Now, before I explain the right way of handling comments, you have to understand what comments actually represent from a business perspective. Every comment is essentially a free focus group response. Businesses will pay thousands of dollars to get valuable feedback from their customers. You get that for free every single time somebody comments. So that's awesome. They're giving you direct insight.
I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to stop it right there, but since I did, yeah. The comments. Did you hear what he said?
Focus group response. Businesses will pay thousands of dollars to get valuable feedback from their customers. You get that for free every single time somebody comments.
That's one of the things that you need to look at, but I'm going to go deeper than that. Comments will, make give you feedback. For example, we had a comment that the guy took it down now because he knew he was wrong and said that, I don't know, he said something like this, and I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know how many how many subscribers you need to teach somebody YouTube, but I know it ain't 17 or 18 or whatever number we was at that particular time when he left the comment, right? People get caught up so much into these numbers. Cause I did too. Don't worry about it. I'm just like y'all, man. This is why I know this is gonna work. I'm just like y'all. I wanted all these big numbers and all these subscribers and different things. And if I was an amateur, I would say, man, he right. I got 13 subscribers and I'm building a channel to teach people how to do YouTube. Well, how you build the channel? I need to do all this other stuff first and then say this channel is for real YouTubers that want to learn real growth formulas. If you want to learn real growth formulas, let's take all the cards off the table. Let's take all the bull off the table and let's learn growth formulas. These are universal laws that nobody understands. What Matt is talking about is a universal law. Guarantee you, once this whole video is done, you'll be like, well, golly. Experts. The number one problem that everybody has is they don't want to listen to a coach. They don't want to get an expert to help them do their YouTube channels. So let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Watch this.
Every comment is essentially a free focus group response. Businesses will pay thousands of dollars to get valuable feedback from their customers. You get that for free every single time somebody comments. So that's awesome. They're giving you direct insight into what people are actually thinking, when they watch your videos. And sometimes they'll even give you video ideas, and they'll make a funny joke that you want to include in a future video. There's so much great stuff in comment sections that most creators completely ignore. But more importantly, comments represent the most engaged segment in your audience. We're not just talking about people who watched your video, but about people who are engaged enough to actually type something out. These are your potential customers, your super fans, and the people who are most likely to buy whatever you're selling. Now, it's no secret that content with higher engagement does get pushed out more by the YouTube algorithm. Now, there is some debate as to how influential that engagement and comments and everything else are for getting pushed out by the algorithm. I'm of the personal belief that it doesn't matter that much. So you might be saying, Matt, if you're saying comments don't matter that much, yet you're also saying there's potentially thousands of dollars in them, and you're also saying that I need to make sure I'm replying to comments the right way, and you're also saying that the way that most people reply to comments is completely wrong, why are you putting this much thought into them then? And let me break down what's actually sitting in your comment section that most creators completely miss. Now, you have the obvious like content ideas. There could also be a question that you didn't address in your original video that you could then make an updated version of a future video addressing something that somebody left in the comments. That's a great use of them. Or better yet, you find a product to promote from something that somebody wanted to see more in a comment that then solves whatever they're looking to solve. But let me show you how to reply to comments the right way using something I like to call engagement multipliers. If you reply to comments the right way, you can turn one comment into a 10-comment thread that has people coming back to your videos, watching them more and more, which dramatically boosts your video's engagement metrics, and it signals to YouTube that your content is worth promoting. The comments themselves don't matter that much, but what does matter is getting people back to your videos and back to YouTube and back to watching your channel. So I'm personally of the belief that if you can keep people on YouTube for a long period of time, you're going to get all the views and all the subscribers that you want, because YouTube is a business. And if you keep people on the platform, it means more ad revenue for YouTube, and it means more money for them, as well as more money for yourself. So they're going to reward content that keeps people on the platform.
They reward, and that's what the whole system is about. The longer you can keep people's attention in this world, this don't have nothing to do with YouTube. You can be on another social platform, even TikTok or whatever. The longer you can keep people's attention, the more money you can make. Now, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is we are all pushing these YouTube channels to do what? To make money. Let's just get that off the table. A lot of people think that, oh yeah, you just talking about money. I ain't trying to do money. Okay, fine. You learn YouTube to do what? To just show people your videos, or you want to hurry up? That's why everybody and their mama is trying to get 1,000 subscribers. And they don't realize that, dude, that's the easy part to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's real easy. The hardest part is getting that capital out of YouTube. And there's 4 different ways to earn money on YouTube. Being monetized with the 1,000 subscribers is the least amount of money you should be making. Here we go.
People on the platform, it means more ad revenue for YouTube, and it means more money for them, as well as more money for yourself. So they're going to reward content that keeps people on the platform. Now, my entire YouTube strategy is basically built around this. And the strategy that I teach on this channel is to make a super long video on your channel and then direct all of your traffic to that long video, therefore keeping people on the platform, therefore boosting your session time. But what if you could also do that with comments? Here's how. Let me give you a concrete example of how this mathematically works. Let's say you uploaded a video about how to start a YouTube channel and you got 50 comments on that video. If you reply with generic responses like, thanks for watching, here's what will happen. You might get 5 follow-up comments from those 50 people, giving you a 10% comment to reply ratio. Your total engagement will stay then at around 55 interactions, and YouTube sees this as modern engagement, and your video gets standard treatment in the algorithm. But now let's compare it to what happens if you reply strategically. Instead of saying some generic response like, thanks for watching to someone who comments, you could reply with something like, thanks for watching. What about this video did you really like? And is there anything that I could help you with further? Now that person is almost guaranteed to reply with more details about their specific problem. But here's where it gets interesting. Other viewers who have the same questions will also jump into that conversation, which means that one strategic reply could generate 5 or 10 additional comments. And if you do this across all 50 comments, instead of 55 total interactions, you might get 200, 300 interactions. That's a 400% increase in engagement, which signals to YouTube that your content's incredibly valuable. Now, like I said, I'm of the belief that comments themselves don't matter that much. But what does matter is the fact that they're coming back to that video. They're gonna.
That's true. What matters is you're getting people to open up. First of all, imagine one person left a comment. Imagine 10 or 20 people that wanted to leave that comment or didn't think about leaving that comment, but they don't leave comments. They were like, oh yeah, me too. Yeah, man, you know what? I feel the same way too. To support that person that left a comment, I'm with you on that. So now you got 2 people in the comment thread, and then you start breaking down. And this happens for months and months and even years later. I still have comments coming in that's just threading. And then people coming back to that video, and then YouTube put it back in the algorithm. This stuff right here is not rocket science, man.
Watch a bit more of that video. They're going to be like, wow, this person really cares. I'm going to actually watch some more of their content and see what they're doing. And this really drives up the engagement. And then YouTube sees this massive engagement and they think this video is generating a lot of serious discussion. Plus, you can then go ahead and link in some of the replies that you're doing to people to your really long pillar video, saying, hey, if you want to learn how to do this more in depth, check out this video right here. It actually answers your question in the second secret in this video. Then you link to that video. Then you're keeping people on YouTube even longer because you're sending them a YouTube link directly on there. So YouTube's going to see this and they're going to think, we need to show this to as many people as possible who fit the audience demographic for this. But
that's
the
what we
engagement
teach.
boost is just the beginning. Let me tell you the exact moment when comment replies become a business strategy. Because every detailed response you get from strategic comment replies is basically free market research. And like we mentioned, companies will pay untold amounts of money for market research. So say you do a YouTube growth video and somebody comments on it saying, I've been stuck at 500 subscribers for months. Instead of replying something like, keep going, you got this, you can reply with, what type of content are you making? Are you making something in a specific niche or trying to cover multiple topics? I'm curious because subscriber stagnation usually has 2 to 3 specific causes. Now you're ending your reply with a cliffhanger saying 2 to 3 specific causes. People want to know what are those causes. So then they'll reply with detailed information about their channel, their niche, their upload schedule, their biggest challenges, and they'll probably ask you, what are those 2 to 3 specific causes so I can avoid them? And this gave you a complete case study potentially that you could use in a future video. It gives you specific language your audience uses to describe their problems, validation for multiple different video topics, and a potential customer who's clearly struggling with something that you can solve. And if you multiply this across dozens of different comments, you essentially have a complete market research report that would cost thousands of dollars if you hired something like a consulting firm to do this for you. Now, at this point, you might be saying, okay, Matt, that sounds great. I'm sure that would definitely work, but doesn't this take a bunch of time? I don't really have time to be sitting down and replying to every single comment on my channel. Isn't a better use of my time actually just making new videos for my channel? And I would say, yes, your time is better spent making new videos for the channel. However, my recommendation is every time you go and you upload a new video, anytime on your channel, spend 5 or 10 minutes just replying to comments in the way that I'm showing you right now. Now, am I perfect with this? No, not at all. I don't reply to every single comment like this. Sometimes if I'm on the go, if I'm just on my phone or something, I'll go in and I'll just reply thanks or just do a generic reply to some comments. However, for some of them, I do this process even to this day. And
also, you can get friends and family members or girlfriends and boyfriends or whatever. You can get people to help you answer these comments, but teach them how to answer the comments. Even teach them to bring, this is how I started. Answer these comments. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching the video, whatever. Just answer the comments, but at the same time, bring me the important comments when people say, well, can you teach me this? Or can you show me this? Or how do you know how to do? Yeah, bring me the important comments. You can start off like that for a little while. That's how we started off. To this day, I still have people answering our comments. And now, because of this video and our growth formula, we're learning and we're actually implying these steps. And we done came up with more steps. So here we go.
I get so many emails and DMs from people saying, wow, you actually took the time to reply to my comment.
Yep.
I really appreciate it. And some of these turn into people joining my program Tube Accelerator, all because I replied to a comment. And also, as your channel gets bigger as well, this does definitely matter less. But in the beginning of your channel, if you're looking for every single thing that you can possibly do, and if you're looking for a strategy that will get you extra views and extra subscribers and potentially make you a lot more money, this is that strategy for you. And another thing as well, if you're scared about this taking too much time, my recommendation is to take the links of all of your different YouTube videos, put them into TubeMagic, go to our micro tools section within TubeMagic, and then you can drop in those video links and then get a formatted transcript of every single one of your videos. Save those as TXT files directly on your computer, and then go ahead and upload those to Claude AI. Now, Claude is the best AI for writing human-like responses, so then what you can do, you can actually create a Claude project where you ask it to do this exact strategy that I'm giving you right now. In fact, feel free to copy the link of this video, put it into TubeMagic as well, and then download the transcript of it. So you can also even then upload this to Claude and then ask it, take the best information from this to give me some frameworks for replying to comments. And then take those frameworks, go into your project that you set up with all of your own transcripts, and then say, write it in the same style that I go through on this using all the information from all of these different video transcripts, but reply to comments using these frameworks. And then you drop the frameworks from this video you're watching right now. Then every single time somebody comments, you copy that comment, you paste it into Claude. It'll give you an incredible reply that you can then paste back into YouTube. Don't rely on this 100%, but it'll start to train you of the best way of replying to comments the right way.
Now he's jumping right back into what's up next. Matt is my teacher, but it all depends on what level of YouTubing you are at. If you don't want to jump out there, you don't know where to go or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't even bother that. Right now, I would start building, this is Growth Formula. This is Growth Formula. I would start building the structure of learning how to do the comments. You know, the thumbs up, give them a thumbs up, give them a heart, and then you write out your comments, maybe copy and paste in your own notepad or something. But going straight there, if you a beginner, you know, I wouldn't recommend to do that. When you running around, you doing all these videos and you running around trying to do comments and you just peaked out. Once you peaked out, then you should use these tools. Don't go straight to them tools, man. So, you know, I'm not stepping on them, but it's a waste of money because you're like, dang, I got this, I got that. You start buying all this stuff. You buying all this equipment like Uncle Mike did, and 90% of the equipment I don't even use. 90% of this equipment I don't even use to do YouTube.
Another thing is that comments can actually make you a lot of money if you sell something from your replies to those comments. And one of the best ways of doing this is that if somebody comments a super complex, super in-depth problem, you don't have to go through and reply to every single detailed aspect of that problem and basically give them a free coaching session. As we discussed, that would take way too much time. Your time is much better spent on other things. But what you can do is you answer a very small part of that question. And then you say, if you want to learn this completely in depth, check out this video here on my channel where you link to that super long video, which I like to call your money video, which covers the topic you're talking about super in depth. And this is a video you only have to make once for your channel. This keeps people on YouTube. And then at the end of that money video, you sell your solution to it. So therefore it can also make you a lot of money. You can also...
Good gracious, I can't jump in, man. Look.
Also drop hints in your comment section where you say, hey, I have a program that helps people more in depth where I'll actually answer your questions personally if that's something you're interested in. But otherwise, I would just do this and give them a very brief answer to their comment. You might...
Good gracious, I knew he was going to say something else. Now, we teach this in our course as well. And it's more like I try to teach things step by step slowly for beginners, because one of the things that, because I was just like you when I was starting out, I said, I swear, once I figure this out, I am going to break things down to make sure a beginner understands. Do you get it? No. Then let's break it down further. Do you get it? No. Let's break it down further, because we go live every Sunday and Wednesday and Friday, 3 times a week, because I love doing this. And the number one thing that tripped me out is you got vocabulary you got to learn. I'm going to go over that in a second. All this type of stuff. So long story short, we teach you how to, I call it building your own algorithm. You build your own algorithm. Am I saying that word right? Your algorithm, YouTube, you can't rely on YouTube algorithm that much anymore. I mean, for lack of a better word, because it's so many, today's world is so many people doing YouTube channels. See, you don't want to compete with these YouTube channels. What you want to do is use a strategy that's built for you. That's Growth Formula. That is Growth Formula. You want to build your own strategy within what you can do and what you cannot do. Let's continue.
Matt, that's great, but what about negative comments? It's not like every single comment on your video is just going to be super positive or asking questions or interested in what you're selling. What about people who just leave absolutely awful comments? Should I also be replying strategically to them too? Now, my personal approach is that either number one, you ignore obvious trolls, or you just reply something funny back to them, like just say thanks so much for the support if somebody's just obviously trolling. But if there is a legitimate criticism or a disagreement about something that might have some validity, or even something that you disagree with, I say definitely reply, because it shows that you're not scared of disagreement. So you could reply something like, that's an interesting perspective. What's your experience been with this strategy? Therefore, it's giving them the option to reply, getting them back to your video, and showing that you're open to starting dialogues with people. Oftentimes, these conversations will provide the most valuable insights because they highlight potential weaknesses in your content or blind spots you haven't considered. And even though I'm pretty experienced with YouTube, I've been doing it for the past 10 years, I can still sometimes make mistakes or miss out on an important point that somebody covers in the comments. And because of that, I don't recommend being arrogant against critics and just saying anybody who leaves anything negative automatically you should dismiss. You should actually appreciate them because it opens up several opportunities for you. Number one, you can either learn something from them, or number two, you can teach them something. And plus, the added benefit is that when other viewers see you handling criticism professionally and extracting value from it, it actually helps build more trust and authority than if you just responded to positive comments. To really drive this home as well, you can see my video I did several years ago where I made a video responding to a bunch of different scam allegations of people saying that my play buttons were fake, that I'm actually not a successful YouTuber. And I literally shared screenshots within all my different channels, refreshed the analytics. I showed me redeeming play buttons so you can see that they're actually real and actually from YouTube. And you should go back and look at the comments section on that video. It is the most supportive, the best comment section that I've ever had on any video that I've ever done. And I can tell you that that video alone has resulted probably in millions of dollars for my business just because I took the time to reply to something that was negative. So when it comes to the time that's required for replying to comments, think about the fact that if you spend 5 or 10 minutes replying to comments in a day, that could save you 3 hours of research when it comes to content planning or market research. So you're actually saving a lot of time as well by doing this. Plus your comment section becomes more engaged. Other community members start answering you. It creates a self-sustaining ecosystem as well where other people might jump in and start answering on your behalf, or you might get mega fans who reply to other people for you on your behalf. Now, there is one exception to this approach, and I want to be perfectly clear about it, which is that sometimes a simple thank you or a heart emoji is exactly the right response. If somebody leaves a super long, thoughtful comment sharing their success story, thanking you for help, you don't have to go ahead and turn that into a business opportunity or turn it into more engagement. Show genuine appreciation first, and then if it's appropriate, ask follow-up questions about their process and everything else. The key is reading the room, understanding when somebody wants acknowledgement versus when they're open to a deeper conversation. But here's what I've learned. Most creators default to simple acknowledgements when their audience is actually craving deeper engagement and more detailed guidance. Don't be that guy or gal either. So don't treat your comments like an afterthought. Remember, there are real people leaving those comments, and doing these strategies will help you, especially if you're in the beginning stage of building your YouTube channel. Now, if you want to work with my team and I personally for helping you grow your channel, you can check out the link down in the description to book a call with my team for my program Tube Accelerator. And you can also check out this video right here, which is essentially a free course. Like I said earlier as well, I was going to talk about this video also, which is basically a very long video that lives on my channel, which helps you super in depth. It's basically a free course for doing YouTube. Feel free to check it out. You'll get tons of value from it regardless. My name is Matt Parr, and I will see you there.
I have a little more information for you guys, and I kind of wrote through my notes and everything. And this is the Uncle Mike's comment response system. Warm, human, pussy. Be warm, human, not pushy and everything, but the core principles. Maybe I should I just set this over here? I don't think y'all need to see it. I don't know what to do, y'all. But check this out real quick. The core principle, read this once and it becomes automatic. There are a couple of things in your core principle. Number one, acknowledge them first. Every comment you want, hey, how you doing? Or you don't have to say the person's name or whatever. That's really not important, but it's just, proper. Acknowledge the person first. Normalize their fear. You was there too. Don't worry about it. Everybody starts off right here. Don't worry about it. I was just like that when I started off. You heard me already say that. I was just like you all when I started. Normalize their fear. Offer support. No pressure. Just offer support. It almost like break the ice. That's what we're doing. We're breaking the ice right here. So offer support. Give one soft next step. Never more. No selling, no urgency, no hype. This is the overall thought that you should have. This is my notes, y'all, in mind for each and every comment that you answer. Each and every comment, you should have these things in mind. Acknowledge the person. Normalize the fear. I was there too. Yeah, I can understand. A lot of people go through this. Don't worry. Everybody goes through this in the beginning. Offer support. And give a soft, check out this next video. And that's what Matt was saying. You want to do a nice long video, which is what I'm doing right now. And you take everything, take a lot of small videos, and you point them to this video. You point them to a video that has the biggest tips that you never thought of using. And this is what beginners should be using in the beginning. All right, now I built some templates. I'm not gonna go through all the templates and everything. Use when somebody says they're scared, they stuck, or they think about starting. Appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that you're scared, that type of thing. And you're 100% right. Starting is the hardest part. I always said that. 3 or 4 people that teaches YouTube said the same thing to me. And it was 2 or 3 months of me starting YouTube. And it was like, why is it taking me so long to start? You know how you start YouTube? Very simple. Take your cell phone or whatever you have to record videos, and you hit the record button and you start recording a video. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Everybody makes everything come. Well, I don't have the lights. I'm gonna go out and buy these lights. I'm gonna buy me a microphone. I'm gonna buy a better camera. I'm gonna get my camera first. Once I get my camera, these are excuses. I got 20, 30 people that said, well, man, I'm gonna get my camera stuff first. Then when you get your camera, you gotta learn how to work the camera. These are excuses. Take your cell phone. It's like you take pictures and upload, and all you gotta do is hit the record button. Once you finish recording, you upload a video and go from there. And you keep doing that. And then you start chopping up and editing and learning other things. Start. That's all you got to do is start. So I was right there too. Nobody starts with confidence. You build confidence. You're not late. You're right on time. Man, I started my channel too late, man. Everybody else already doing that. Strategy. That's growth formula. I'm glad you're here. I don't know why I put that there. Why this works, it's no pitch. You answer in the comments, you say, well, I'm glad that you're here. You're saying all these things to welcome a person. Why this work, no pitch, pure trust. People remember this. Now, template 2, soft invite. I use this when somebody shows real interest and ask questions. I'm really glad you commented. Acknowledge them. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you left a comment. If you ever want to talk through it, I don't mind helping. YouTube isn't great for back and forth, so you can email me. Once you email a person, you can talk back and forth a little bit more, and then say, well, let's do a Zoom call so I can see where you at. No pressure. Just a Zoom call, always tell the people that it's not any pressure. Key rules: only offer the the email to open up the next door. All right, these are other templates. I'm not gonna go through all the templates. Simple, clean, onboarding. What never not to do, no links, no book a call, join my course, urgency, and all this type of stuff. You're not there yet. I'm not there yet. You know, I'm teaching my team now to don't even say course, don't say we selling anything. You're not selling through your YouTube channel. Not just yet. That's gonna come later. You think of your comments as a micro coaching moment. This micro coaching. Yeah, I feel y'all understand that, and don't worry, we're gonna help you get through this. All you gotta do is this. Let me know. Well, what part of this video you really don't understand? And people are like, God dang, you know, they gotta leave a long comment, but you start building a relationship. Your whole YouTube channel is about building relationships with viewers for free, and more people will subscribe. All right, this is what makes Growth Formula works. Knowing what's important. What's important is a lot of people think they need to be just as good as the channels that has been on YouTube for about 5 or 10 years. Or they think I'm too late. Everybody already talking about what I want to talk about. These are all the excuses right here. Do not let this stop you. The way you think is completely backwards when you're doing that. So look, you're not trying to out-teach people who've been on YouTube for 10 years. All you need to do is outthink them. All you have to do is get yourself in the perfect position. That's called Growth Formula. This is exactly how you stand out. Talk about the invisible layer of YouTube that nobody teaches. And that's what we're doing right here. One of the things, below is a clean, evergreen 10 to 12 minute video online that I'm working on, written so it can sound natural. Evergreen videos online. Do you know the definition, or do you know the meaning of evergreen? Evergreen content is like the opposite of news. Like if we talked about the snow, it's snowing outside and everything, we talk about the snow. By the time the summer comes or the weather start getting better, this is history. That's old news. Diddy in jail. Diddy he got sentenced already. Jay-Z is not taking the DNA test. All this is not evergreen content. Evergreen content, and you need to understand that this is YouTube talk. You got to learn the dialogue. You got to learn the vocabulary. Evergreen content is how to tie a tie. When your kids have kids and they have kids that grow up, no matter what, there's going to be a time they go to church or go to a funeral, they're going to need to learn how to tie a tie. That's evergreen content. Evergreen content is what we're doing today, teaching people how to do YouTube. So evergreen content is what you want to kind of focus on and ask yourself, is this evergreen content, or this is like Diddy kids or somebody? Now hear this. They claim the president is building a what was he building? Some type of ballroom. Everybody, that's old news now. You know, so look for evergreen content. All right. Most creators think replying to content is just being polite. The comment section has a lot of gold in it that a lot of people don't even think about. And it's not your title, it's not your thumbnail, it's not even your video itself. It's how you answer the comments. Once you answer the comments, but 100 people read them. This comment section is what people read over and over again. Most viewers never comment, but they always read, especially before subscribing. People don't subscribe first. They observe first. They go in the comment section. They look at what people are saying. They be like, okay, I like the way he answered. The comment sections allow people to open up more. And the comment section is where people are checking at. They checking to see, are you real? Are you patient? Are you kind? Or are you pushy? Do you understand beginners? Do you understand people that's on my level right now? whatever the person that's reading it, they want to know, is you going to help me or is you going to try to make fun of me or hurt me? This is your silent audience. The silent audience, the people that sit back in their comfort zone and watch the video. They want to know more. This person, I like this person. So then they start watching the comments. Let me see if he talking like he can really help me or he going to be mean to me, so to speak. For every one comment, 50 to 100 silent readers. Those readers are scared to start, unsure who to trust, decide if the channel is safe. They are deciding on if your channel is safe. The key thing to remember, when you answer one person, you really speak to everyone who's afraid to speak first. That's important. How comments shape your channel for failure? This is where you separate yourself from other people that's in your niche. The first thing is, comments do three things. They attract your future audience. They repel the wrong person that's coming to your channel. We just witnessed that because I had a comment that I wanted to show you guys that the guy went back and he took that comment down. I didn't even know you can take comments down because I don't never take comments down. When I comment, I don't never take it down because I make sure all my comments is positive on anybody's channel. You know, I don't put negative out into the world. So if you want to attract money or income to you, you don't put negative out into this world by any means necessary. They set the culture of your channel. This is money. The way you reply to comments decide what type of people feel comfortable subscribing and feel comfortable leaving more comments you don't like or it's not good for the channel. So the way you reply to a comment, man, F you, well, F you too. Well, then now these negative people feel okay to come back at you again. Well, you, first of all, you ain't do this. You come back at you again. Second of all, you ain't do this. I wanted to show you a comment. If I'd known he can take the comment down, I would have made a copy of it or something, or screenshot it or something. But anyway, Karen replies. We broke it all down. Short, dismissive replies shadow your audience. You don't want to say thank you, have a nice day. You didn't give him no value. You don't want to say thank you, give him, oh, thank you for watching the video. And we've been doing that for years. So you want to broaden each comment to make another person comment and stuff. All right, ignorant replies, combative audience. This is when viewers move on. People who are looking for help, people looking for a place they can call home or they belong to, learn from, or have fun. 9 times out of 10, people are looking for positive help, happiness. They ain't looking for all that drama. They already got drama in their life. Can't get their kids to do their homework, you know, stuff like that. So you don't want that type of stuff on your channel if you're trying to make money with your channel. Karen replies, the more you care, the more loyal your audience will be. This is where you find the people who want to support you. These are the people, the real spenders, the people that will purchase anything from you. This is where you start to gain what I call true fans. Matt just called them super fans. I call them true fans. That's the growth formula. That is the growth formula right there. And here's the part people don't see. And most people don't even know this is happening while it's happening. When your channel starts attracting the wrong energy, your growth does not stop. It just moves in the wrong direction. It moves in the direction of people who don't spend money. They are out there. They will subscribe to your channel because they feel as though they can say anything they want to you. But once you start correcting that and start trying to fix this situation, oh, F you, I unsubscribe. When your channel starts attracting the wrong energy, your growth doesn't stop. It just moves to the wrong direction. You can gain subscribers and still build the wrong audience. You don't want to build the wrong audience. And once this starts happening, everything gets harder. Your views drop, your comments fall off, your content stops landing in the right areas. Not because YouTube is broke, but because your channel is misaligned. why this affects money and longevity. Brands read comments. New viewers read comments. Even YouTube system reads engagement, quality. We're talking about the algorithm. But focus on human trust more than the algorithm. That's growth formula. People do not buy from channels. They buy from people they trust. How to answer comments the right way? Acknowledge the person, find out where they are, normalize the fear, reassure your viewers without selling to them. And the examples is, I was there too. That feeling is normal. You're not late. You're not alone. A lot of people feel this way. Key reminder, you're not replying fast. You're replying intentionally to grow your channel. This is your long game mindset. Your comments, no matter what, you got to think like this. Your comments are evergreen. Why? They stay up on your channel, up on your video, the life of that video. You're going to see the comments. So 5 or 10 years down the line, when somebody is reading your comments, 7 years, because I've been doing YouTube 7 years ago, they reading that comment and they saying, dang, even back then, he was the man. They live longer than the video. Somebody might discover your video 6 months later, 2 years later, but your replies are still there. Shaping trust, shaping belief, shaping people's decision. Every comment is a brick in your house of you building your YouTube channel. That is growth formula. Now, if you're somebody who is afraid to start, or nobody ever explained this part just now, I see you. And if this helped you think differently about YouTube, that's exactly why this channel exists. Because I remember being just like where you are right now. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Uncle Mike, peace out.